Hello, hi dear Swift learners, how are you all? I hope that you all are very safe and sound at your homes. And I, Ritika, am back with another new session for you all. And before telling you what are we going to study today and what our new session is all about, we will be having a quick tour around Swiflearn to see what is Swiflearn all about. So Swiflearn, it is India's most sincere learning destination wherein we provide the classes for grade 1 to grade 10. Over here you will be getting 100% live and interactive classes. That is, you will be connecting with your teachers through audio and video calls and you will be taking your lessons. Plus we have personalized attention batch in which every batch will contain maximum 6 students so that teachers can pay attention to every single kid. Also, apart from teachers, we have academic mentor team who will be tracking your progress and will be guiding you throughout your sessions. We also cover a school syllabus as per your school exam schedule so that you can perform well there also. And apart from these things, there are some of the key features of Swiflearn which makes it all the more special. So these key features include detailed progress report. So after every 2 or 2.5 months, you will be getting a progress report, which will be a kind of detailed analysis of what you have been doing in your classes. It will be including your homework marks, your test performance, your classroom performance, every single thing. You can take unlimited practice tests, which include 2 categories, subjective and objective, and you can also take part in Swiflearn Academic Test Series, which is a kind of scholarship test you can attempt and you can see where do you stand and what are the things that you need to improve. So all these things you can just get by booking a very free trial class. So just go, give it a try, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. And yeah, please subscribe to the channel of Swiflearn and press the bell icon so that you do not miss out on any update on amazing chapters going on here at the Swiflearn. Alright, so metals and non-metals we are going to study. We have already done 2 sessions and today we are going to move forward with 3rd session. Alright, so let us see what are we going to learn today. We are going to learn about the use of metal and what is the use of non-metal. So let us quickly start. Now, we have already studied many things in metals and non-metals, so we are going to have a quick kind of revision. So let's start. The chemical formula of rust. So what is rust? When iron comes in contact with water. Okay, so the chemical formula of rust, it goes like Fe2O3 dot XH2O. Now here X is the water molecule. It can be 5, it can be 10, it can be anything, right? So main thing is Fe2O3. So when iron it combines with oxygen, it leads to rusting of iron, and that is known as rust. Next, what is galvanization? So galvanization is actually coating of steel or iron to prevent their rusting by zinc. Okay, so we are coating it by zinc to prevent their rusting. And which metal is used in galvanization? So it is zinc, because we are forming a protective layer of zinc to prevent the iron to rust. Now we have already studied about metals and non-metals, and we are going to see why are they so important in our life. So metals and non-metals, they are very important in our life because we are using them for various purposes. Okay, so let us see some of the purposes of metals and non-metals. Now starting with aluminium. Aluminium, since it is a very good conductor of heat, we all know that, right? So that is why it is used in utensils, wherein we are using it in the kitchen for preparing our food. Then aluminium, it is also anti-corrosive. Okay, it doesn't get corroded easily, so that is why it is used in paints. Plus the surface of aluminium, it is very shiny and it's a kind of very light and shiny appearance, so we are also using it packing food stuff. We have aluminium foils, right? So it is used in packing food stuff, it is used in paints, it is used in utensils. Next is talking about the conduction. So aluminium is a very good conductor of electricity, so we are also using it in making high voltage transmission wires. So in transmission wires also we are using aluminium because of its good conduction. Now talking about zinc. So we just read about galvanization, right? So what is galvanization? It is actually a process in which we are coating the zinc on iron sheet to prevent their rusting. So here zinc is used for galvanization. Next, zinc is also used in dry cells. So the container of this dry cell, it is made up of zinc. Okay, so it is acting as negative electrode. So it is used in galvanization plus in dry cells. Now talking about the bridges, what are these bridges made up of? Iron. Okay, so bridge, it is made up of iron metals. So iron metals are used in various things such as tanks, drain pipes, bridges and automobile tools. So iron, it is very abundantly available and we are using iron for many purposes. Next, copper. So again, copper is a very good conductor of electricity and that is why it is also used in thin wires. So why? Because it is a good conductor of electricity. Next, talking about lead. So lead, it is used in bullets, flexible pipes or lead storage battery. So in bullets, what is happening, we are molding it into casting, okay, like this, and it has a very high density, so it is very good for making bullets. Next is flexible pipe. So it is malleable, okay, so we can beat lead into thin sheets and it is also resistant to corrosion, so we can make the flexible pipes. Next is in the making of lead storage battery. Talking about gold and silver, so these are precious metals which are used to make jewelry, okay, because they are very lustrous and they do not corrode easily. So for making jewelry, we normally use gold and silver because they are having a kind of shiny surface and they do not undergo corrosion. Magnesium. So magnesium, we normally use it in the powder form, okay, and whenever we burn magnesium, it has this very bright light which comes up, and that is why we are using it in crackers also. So it is used in strips form because it produces flashlight. Now talking about which gas is necessary for breathing, obviously oxygen. We need oxygen for breathing. Now, is it a metal or non-metal? So oxygen is non-metal. And similarly, there are many non-metals which are very important to us as metals. Now we are using oxygen in oxygen welding. Talking about nitrogen. So nitrogen has a great use in fertilizers and electric bulbs. Again, it is a non-metal. Graphite is a non-metal which is used in lead pencil. Diamond, it is used in obviously jewelry also, and here at the tip of the drill also we are using diamonds. Now sulfur becomes a very important thing in rubber industry. So again, it is a non-metal which is used in rubber industry. Phosphorus, we have matchsticks, so here the tip is made up of phosphorus which is allowing it to burn. And iodized salt, it contains iodine which is very important for our body, so here also it is very important. Now purity of gold, it is expressed in carats. Pure gold, it is said to be 24 carat. Now the pure gold, it is very soft, okay, we cannot use it to make jewelry. So what are we doing? We are alloying, we are mixing it with other metals like maybe silver or copper to make it hard, and then it is ready for the jewelry making process. Now we have just now seen that gold is mixed with some other metal, right, like maybe copper or maybe silver to make it hard, okay, and that is known as alloy. But what is actually the process and what is alloy? How can we define alloy? So alloy is a substance which contains two or more metals, okay, and it can be a mixture of metal or non-metal also, okay. We are mixing it and dissolving it in each other, okay. So it's a process of mixing two or more metals or non-metals. Now talking about various alloys, brass. So brass, it is an alloy of copper and zinc. So we are mixing copper and zinc to make brass. Similarly, steel, it is alloy of iron and carbon. And amalgam, it is the alloy in which one metal should be mercury. Other metal could be any one, but one should be mercury. Now let's do an activity to see what we have learned today. Which of the following is used in fertilizers? Nitrogen. What is the lead in the pencil lead made from? So it is graphite. And gas is necessary for breathing, so the most important gas, oxygen, it is used for breathing. Alright, so let us see what are the things that we have covered today. We learned about uses of metals and uses of non-metals. So it was a very quick, very easy chapter in which we covered various uses of metals and non-metals. We will be taking this chapter further, in which we will be learning many new things about metals, non-metals, alloys, etc. I hope you might have understood today's chapter very clearly. And if you have missed out on the 2 previous sessions, please go to Swiflearn channel. The videos are listed there. And please also book your free trial class on the Swiflearn. Very few slots are left, and I think you will be loving the experience of having your trial class on Swiflearn. So please book it, and let's meet in the next class. Thank you everyone.